Service officials around BC are hoping you will go a step further this week to prepare for an earthquake. British Columbians are encouraged to drop, cover, and hold on October 15th. CTV's Bruce Williams explains why.
If you're like me, the last time you went golfing after you were finished, you said to yourself, I really need to practice more. Actors do the same thing. They rehearse for the roles as well. Well, all of us get to practice something that we should be doing all the time. My guest today is Dave Cockle. He is the fire chief in Oak Bay, but he's also the president of the BC Earthquake Alliance. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. So we get to practice something this week on Thursday. What's that?
Yeah, on Thursday, October the 15th, we're practicing our drop, cover, and hold on drill, which is the proper drill to do when we have an earthquake and we feel an earthquake.
I mean, we feel them all the time here, some large, some small.
Yes.
And we think in the back of our minds, oh, I know exactly what to do when an earthquake happens. No, we don't.
Typically not, yes. Obviously, through communications and social media networks that are out there now, we have this great opportunity through media as well to see all the events that happen in the world. Unfortunately, or fortunately here as we look at it, we don't have a lot of events. We do have the smaller events and stuff, but we do need to practice this and understand what we really need to do for an earthquake.
I mean,
that's part of what our drill is.
Yeah, back in the day, of course, we did fire drills. People
Yes.
still do fire drills and exercises to be ready for something. You can't really do something like this often enough because when it happens, it has to be a natural instinct, right?
Exactly, and it's not one of those things where you can simply walk over to the corner of the wall and protect yourself. Normally, when you have a big enough earthquake, wherever you are is where you have to protect yourself. And we need you to drop, cover, and hold on. Protect yourself. And it depends. If you're outside, stay outside. If you're inside, you stay inside. Wherever you are, you have to look at protecting yourself and your family.
Okay, so let's go step by step. Drop means
Drop to the ground.
hit the floor.
That's right.
Okay.
Next piece is to cover your the back of your neck, your head, your ears to protect your head. And then the last piece is, if you're able to, hold on to the table or whatever you happen to be able to get under to make sure as the shaking goes, it's going to move, so you don't want it to move off of your head so that you don't get any falling debris on you.
Yeah, and I don't want to state the obvious, but if something is going to fall, if a ceiling's going to fall or something's going to topple over, any coverage you've got is going to help you with that.
Exactly. That's what we're trying to protect ourselves, is to get something to block and deflect whatever's going to fall. And it isn't perfect for every incident or every earthquake that you would have, but certainly it's the best that's happened in any of the industries that we've seen across the incidents that we've seen across many of the countries.
This is one of those things that when we take a look at it and realize it's happening, it makes sense. We're probably saying, well, we should have been doing this a long time ago to get ourselves ready. So how did this all happen? Where did this day come from?
Well, we started this about 5 years ago now through the BC Earthquake Alliance, and we recognized through local governments and through non-government agencies and scientists and stuff, we're too apathetic here, and we're not in the mode of understanding what our risks are in our environment. And just as it is today, it's a beautiful day in Victoria. Yeah. And we look at that every day and we go, wow, it's such a great place. But there are inherent risks in every area that we live in and the places that we visit around our beautiful coast. So we got together and decided that this was good for the people and the residents of British Columbia. And we tied into California, who have been doing the great British Columbia Shakeout since 2008, and worked with them. And last year, over 30 million people in the world participated in Shakeout and the drop, cover, and hold on drill, which is pretty amazing. And for us last year, we were about 740,000, I believe. As of this morning, we're at 720,000 people registered for the drill. And you can do that at www.shakeoutbc.ca.
So that is just to tell you and the other organizers that you're actually going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it tells you how many more people you need to get the message to.
Exactly, and it also helps you as the person who's going to the site. We have all of the information for you, for whether you're at work, whether you're at school, whether you're in a vehicle, whatever you need to do to have personal preparedness. It's all free. We have information in there as to what kits you can build. You don't have to purchase a kit, and there's no sales on the site. It's all about what you have and what tools you already have to create the earthquake kit for your grab-and-go kit.
Because should the circumstance arise that we have an earthquake, having done this exercise, it's second nature. You know what you have to do. You don't have to stop and think about it, and you've already done it.
You've already done it. And quite frankly, if you prepare for the earthquake, you're pretty much prepared for any incident.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. You asked before where emergency planning came from with regards to this. It's almost like October's the emergency month, because we start with fire safety and then it just ended, and now we're into earthquake preparedness. And it's kind of the doom and gloom month. But it's that 1 month where we actually think about what we should be doing for the year. So.
We'll just remind you that wherever you are when you take part in this, if you do it at home, make sure you do it later in your workplace. If you're going to do it at work or at school, do it again when you're at home, because you never know where you're going to be when this happens as well. But thanks for coming in, and thanks for doing it all.
Thank you very much for having us.
Dave Cockle, our guest.